I said fuck Xbox, fuck all these Xbox, fuck every Xbox their channel. Won't give a damn. It's PlayStation for life. You don't get it? Let's get it. Let's do this. Let's do this, my ponies. Let's go to war. What? Say what? Yeah. I say I double tip on The Last of Us. Woo. Yeah, I double tip on the director's cut. Double tip on every damn release. Damn right. Yeah, Jim Ryan is my motherfucking boss. The boss. Yo, and we don't care about no layoffs. Yeah, all the shine are gonna keep it on the low. Shh. We'll be sucking on every damn toe. Yo. Because Sony PlayStation gets the love. Yeah, so all hell Sony, we be your ponies. You can take my wife, you can take my money. I'm obsessed with the God of War. Yeah, all my ponies ready to go to war. Blue PlayStation high, all over my head. Pentimetal PS5, 120 FPS. Blue team is the set, throw it up. I never had sex, I only care about sales. I said what I said. Woo! Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. The love, pony love. Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. The love, pony love. Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. Thug love, pony love. Yeah. I see you Xbox. I see you playing on Game Pass for free. Nah, man, we don't do that over here. We pay $70 a game. Yeah, you Xbox be broke. You so stupid, so goofy. Fuck you, Demo Flow. Fuck you. Like and subscribe. Yeah, if you wanna see me more on Demo Flow Gaming channel. Fuck this dude, I'ma pop in the shot every time. Yeah, but I'm here to show my pony love. And you with it? Say what? Say what? Oh, hello everybody. Welcome back to another edition of the Demo Flow Gaming Show, where I share my passion for gaming and keep you informed of everything that's going on with gaming. You guys, I'm back at it again. Last weekend, I was out because it was my mom's birthday. We're celebrating, and I was also taking a break, right? If you know, my girl is pregnant. We're expecting another kid. It's about to pop. It's about to come on here anytime now. So we are on edge. Super stressful times, but super happy and grateful that we are getting, we're having another son. So looking forward to that. But enough about me, man. Let's talk about gaming because this is what we came to do. And Power Bus should be here any minute now. I think he was up late night playing Pot World like everybody else. Let me know under in the comments, you guys. How'd you guys been playing Pot World? Because I've been no life in this game for the past week since the new update came out. And I've been having such a great time here. I am fighting this boss. I think I did this like a couple of days ago or something. But I was having a great time, man. Let me know how I'm there in the comments if you're playing Pot World. And guys, I'm so grateful to be back here talking about games. And today we have a very special show because we have new information about Bethesda. We got more information about id Software as well. And we're also going to be talking about the Halo CE, the campaign in both previews that sound extremely well, totally unexpected. I didn't think that people were going to be into Halo so much, but here we are. According to a lot of people, game is looking great. We're going to get into it. And also we're going to be talking about like the biggest game in the world right now. That's Power World, bro. Whether you like it or not, Power World is taking over. He even dethroned Counter-Strike on Steam, bro. Can you fucking believe it? Power World dethroned Counter-Strike as the #1 game on Steam for a couple of days or whatever, but they did it, man. And that's fucking amazing. And we're also going to be talking about id Software, a lot of fake reports about id Software, and we're going to clarify all of that. But I couldn't be doing this without you, so shout out to chat, man. I see you, Q Walker. No Rake Friday. I haven't had a time for games lately. Checking my head, bro. We are living in the same situation, same world. I've been having a hard time finding time to play games, especially because everything that's going on with my personal life. But what I've been playing, which is Power World, is been great these past weeks. I dropped a Scarlet Nexus. I was so into Scarlet Nexus, I was almost about to finish the game, and then they dropped this update, and I totally forgot about Scarlet Nexus while playing Power World. That this doesn't mean that Scarlet Nexus is a bad game or anything. I'm just saying, man, the Power World craze is insane, and playing it with the homies and stuff, and working on our base and our world is like it's amazing too. It's such a great game, bro, and so simple. But let's get going with the show because we got I'm gonna start off the show with like my favorite news today, man, because it's a Bethesda new update, and we're gonna get into it. I got it right here. And man, holy shit. It's insane because I mean we've been talking here in the show about how we want Fallout, new Fallout, how we want Skyrim or the new Elder Scrolls to finally release and stuff like that. And Bethesda's been quiet all this time, but finally today it looks like they ready to open up and talk about uh what's going on with them and how they're gonna approach the future. And I think this is in part of the plan because it looks like Asha Sharma is finally pushing these developers to move, to get it going, to get to working, to show me what you got type deal. And I believe this is the right approach because these people were like given a very, very, very long leash, and they were able to do whatever they want, take however long they wanted to build these games. And while I understand that this is a process and these games require a lot of work and a lot of time to develop, I think that some of them were being some of the time that we're taking to make these games that were ridiculous. Like 10 years to make a game, 8 years. And we see now State of Decay has been in development for like 8 years and some of this shit. Like we seen games like Perfect Dark, right? Being canceled after being in development by multiple studios for several years, and you're like wondering like what the hell is going on and why these games don't come out. And it all comes down to structure, leadership, and how they develop this game. So without further ado, man, let me get into the Bethesda stuff. I actually reposted it on Twitter, but we're gonna get to it. We're gonna read through it real quick, whatever is the most important part. And here it is. This is Bethesda. It was literally like 20, 30 minutes ago. I just, basically woke up. I was getting the stream ready. I was checking Twitter because you know how it is. Always on Friday, something goes down. But um, I was extremely surprised to see this. Like one of the first posts that I seen this morning, and it's like Bethesda Game Studios, and note from Bethesda Game Studios. We love making these worlds as much as you love playing in them. Today, we want to share what's next for Bethesda Game Studios and what you can expect from us in the years ahead. For 40 years, we've built games that have entertained almost half a billion players. More than just games, these are worlds for you to explore, shape, and make your own. Worlds we return to together. That's what's driving us forward. We're investing more deeply in the worlds players love, giving creators a bigger role in shaping their experiences and bringing our teams closer together so we can get our games into your hands sooner, support them longer, and continue building them alongside you for decades to come. Okay, so here what they basically doing is that they're giving us a roadmap. Basically, this is what Bethesda is going to be working then for the next few years. And the first thing they say, Starfield continues, right? I love this because I mean Starfield has to continue. It has to become this huge game that it was supposed to be, right? That it actually is. But we want more from Starfield. Well, I personally would like a multiplayer mode for Starfield. in which I can share the world with my friends and build and do quests together and just goof around the universe, because it's such a huge world and it has so much potential that playing it by your damn self feels maybe like lacking that aspect, social aspect, a little bit. So, even though I believe that Starfield is great the way it is, that will make Starfield even better and more enticing for new players to join and for older players to come back. That's just my opinion. Okay, so let me know, guys. Like, do you guys like this stuff? Do you like? Do you guys want Starfield to continue? Because I know some people now, when it comes to the conversation of how Xbox studios are working, right? Some people want some studios to stop doing certain things and focus on other things. So is Starfield something that's still banging for you, or is like falling off already? So we got Kill Walker in the building asking, can you still capture humans in Power World? Absolutely, man. They don't really have many abilities. They mainly good for making bullets and doing manual work, basically. And if you got one human with you while you are, out there in the world, they'll protect you with the guns. So they do considerably damage, to the enemy. So it's a good option too. They really hard to catch though. The percentages to capturing humans in Power Roll, they're really low. But we got PS5 Blow in the building, Riot Gaming, hell yeah, Fallout 5. You already know what's coming, right? We got Lycos 45 in the building as well, man, checking in, man. Hey, let's get back to what we're reading, man. So Starfield continues. With over 17 million players logging almost a billion hours today, Starfield remains an important part of our future as we enter year three. We'll continue expanding the settled systems with new stories, targeted gameplay improvements, and additional updates while preparing for the launch of new Starborn content next year. More than 40% of players already customized the experience through creations. I will continue investing in creators and giving players new ways to make Starfield their own. So basically, they're gonna keep up with the creation clubs and all that, and they're gonna continue to improve Starfield, adding new gameplay elements and systems and stuff. So I'm excited to see the direction the Starfield is going, because believe it or not, Starfield is almost a live service game. It's a game like this. These worlds are so huge that you can always go back and it feels like a brand new game every time that I play something like Fallout, Skyrim, or whatever. I find myself starting a new character, starting a new playthrough, because I literally forget what I was or what I was doing. And then when I come back, it's like I don't even want to play this way no more. And I try something new. So these are games that you can play for years, and the experience, it varies from one playthrough to another one so much. It almost feels like a new game every time you play. So created by players. So we believe from the beginning that our worlds belong not only to the people who make them, but also to the people who play them. I like this, man, because they also showing that they care, that you cared about this world. That's what we've long provided players with tools to create their own experiences, dating back to Morrowind construction set. This year marked another major milestone for creations with its expansion to Fallout 4, joining Skyrim, Starfield. We're proud to say creators have already earned more than 10 million in royalties from the work. There you have it. If you're a creator, man, you can go ahead and do some work for Starfield, create some mods, and perhaps you get paid, man. So win-win situation. Oh, so here, this is the most important part for me, because Fallout is one of my favorite games to play, my favorite franchises. And they're gonna be talking here about the future of Fallout. So Fallout is one of our biggest priorities today. Fallout 5 remains our long-range destination, and we have multiple Fallout projects in active development right now. Fallout 76 continues to be home to millions of players exploring Appalachia together. With nearly 73 updates released to date, the journey is far from over. In fact, we have a major Fallout 76 expansion plan for next year, Raven Rock, a prequel story to Fallout 3. Man, I had to get back to Fallout 76 because I love Fallout 3. I can't wait for an update on Fallout 3 remake or whatever. But this is awesome because we're gonna get to see some of the Fallout 3 prequel. So that's pretty awesome. Fallout 4, the most award winning game in the franchise, just celebrated its 10-year anniversary and recently passed over 35 million copies sold, continuing to attract a new audience every year. So, yeah, Fallout, besides whatever that is on Game Pass and all that, continues to sell and is already over 35 million copies. And that's amazing. That right there shows you that this is a very, very strong franchise, and they're making the right move by continuing to work on it, man. That's just my opinion. We also know many players want to revisit previous Fallout experiences. While we are not announcing any dates today, we've been working on remasters for both Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. Okay, hold on a second, because we knew about the Fallout 3 thing. We had an idea, but we didn't think that Fallout New Vegas was also happening. So, man, this is fucking crazy. This is amazing. I can't wait to see what the fuck they do with the remake. If they do sort of like what they did with Oblivion, that would be amazing, because the Oblivion remake, you guys know, is fucking fire. I stayed away from that game for a while. I haven't touched it because I know the minute that I touch that game again, I'm gonna be immersed in that world. So, man, that's dope. Let's keep going. Let's see what the fuck is happening with Fallout. So, Fallout Shelter continues to be the most popular way to experience Fallout on the go, with more than 250 million players. There's more ahead for Fallout Shelter, including new seasons. An unscripted Fallout Shelter television project is also in the works with our partners at Amazon Studios and Kilter Films. We would like to congratulate Kilter Films and Amazon Studios on the 10 Emmy nominations for Fallout Season 2. Production on Season 3 is already underway. There you go. For those who love watching the show, I haven't watched the second season, but I watched the first one. I really loved it. Just been busy doing some other shit, but I get there when I get there, and I know it's gonna be amazing. I don't know. Lately, I haven't been watching a lot of TV. I mean, I'd rather play games, whenever I have a free time. But I have been watching the World Cup. Like, let me know down in the comments. You're watching the World Cup. What team are you rooting for? The final is on Sunday. Spain versus Argentina. It's gonna be crazy, man. Um, so they keep going here. And while we won't host a traditional Fallout Day broadcast this year, we're already planning something special for Fallout's 30th anniversary in 2027, and Fallout Day will be celebrated live in Washington, DC. Okay, so here's my prediction. I think this is the day that one of these Fallout remakes are gonna drop. Hold on, my headphones just went off. One of those remakes are gonna drop on Fallout 30 anniversary. I don't know if it's gonna be Fallout New Vegas. I don't know if it's gonna be Fallout 3 remake or remaster. I have no idea, but like the way that he's saying here and how creative he sounds, I'm not gonna give you a date, but we're gonna do something special for Fallout 30 anniversary. Makes me feel like they are about to drop something that day. Might be one of the remakes, might be DLC, might be a special event. God knows, but I mean, fingers crossed that we can get to experience the new Fallout, remasters, Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas by 2027. That's only 1 year away. So studio collaboration. So here he's going to talk about how studios come together to release projects. So the Wasteland continues to expand as we team up once again with our longtime friends at Obsidian Entertainment. We're happy to confirm they're working with us on a new Fallout project. We'll have more to share in the future. Okay, so a lot of people here in me and Power Boss, we've been talking about how maybe these Fallout uh, remake, right? Was gonna be made by Obsidian, especially Fallout New Vegas. You already know Obsidian were the ones who made the Fallout New Vegas. So the fact that Obsidian is working on a new Fallout project, it could be anything. It could be any type of game. It could be a different type of style. It could be like back to the old Fallouts, like they did, in the isometric view. Who knows? But they're working on a new Fallout project, and I like that because I love Fallout. We got Theo Walker here saying season 2 of Fallout was amazing. I need to watch that, man. But honestly, I haven't really had the time to watch TV like that. We got Archangel Nexus in the building as well. What's popping, homie? Are you listening to all this news about Fallout, man? And Bethesda Studios. It's crazy. So stick through it because we're gonna continue to expand on this. All right, going back to this, we're also bringing our teams closer together across Bethesda. Cinemax Online Studios will partner closely with Bethesda Game Studios on the Elder Scrolls franchise. So let me make a quick parenthesis here, because remember when they asked the Cinemax Online Studio were working on a project that got canceled, and everybody started crying, yeah, 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 all of that. And this is what they've been doing. They been trying to push the Elders Scrolls, okay? So now they working to speed up the process. So they put that other project on ice, or they cancel it or whatever, so they can push Elder Scrolls. And look, this is the right move because it's been a long time. People are gonna forget about Elder Scrolls. I mean, I know it's a huge franchise and all of that, but you gotta make these games what they're still somewhat relevant. I'm not asking for an Elder Scrolls every 2 years, but maybe about 6 7 years we should get a new installment in the franchise, because I do believe that people will like the improvement in graphics. People will like the new system, the new mechanics, and I do believe that this will refresh the community when it comes to Elder Scrolls. So while continuing to deliver incredible new experiences for the Elder Scrolls Online, Season 1, Return of the Thieves Guild recently launched, and the team has more planned for the future. By aligning more directly across the franchise, we can create even better experience for players. Bringing our teams closer together is helping us build a stronger foundation for everything we create next. Let's go, man. I like that. So, the Elder Scrolls and beyond. Their foundation extends beyond our teams to the technology, tools, and systems that will power the next generation of Bethesda RPGs. Our teams are now developing the Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 5 on Creation Engine 3, a shared technology platform we've been building since Starfield's launch. It allows our teams to support multiple projects simultaneously with new tools, rendering, and systems that define our games. Fallout 5 is currently in pre production. The Elder Scrolls 6 is our primary development focus today. Okay, so basically, what they're saying here is that they are prioritizing the Elder Scrolls, right? And then after the Elder Scrolls, we'll get Fallout 5. Man, I don't know how long it's gonna take, because they say it's in pre-production. My guess is it's gonna take about 5 years, 6 years, maybe even longer. But we do have the Fallout remakes that are happening, both Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. Those are huge games. You can spend years literally playing both games. And you also have the Elder Scrolls coming. So I think we're gonna be all right. With over 65 million copies sold, players are still exploring Skyrim 15 years later, but we know it's been a very long wait for the sequel. This is exactly what I was talking about earlier, that we need to see Skyrim before people start getting pissed off about, like, you know, why are now we're not getting Skyrim? Like, we have to wait 15 years for the Skyrim game. Like, is Skyrim the new GTA type shit? Okay, so the next chapter is on the way. We are where we plan to be, loving how it looks and playing it every day. Okay, so it looks like the Elder Scrolls might be closer than we think. Okay, it looks like it might be between the next year and the one after. Hopefully by 2027 we could get the Elder Scrolls. I'll say holidays of 2027. That's what Elder Scrolls should release, ideally, for me. Okay, so the road ahead here, they're gonna be talking about the future. Across Bethesda Game Studios, we're building for the future of Fallout, the Elder Scrolls, and Starfield. We're investing in our technology, bringing teams closer together, supporting our live games, expanding into new forms of entertainment, and developing the next generation of Bethesda RPGs. We couldn't be more excited for what's ahead and wanted to share as much as we could today. We can thank you enough for all you've given to us and these worlds, and we can wait to continue them together. Let's go, man. That's freaking awesome, man. Like, I love reading that right there. It didn't feel like tedious or anything, because we're getting information in every paragraph about a new game being worked on, whatever. I believe, man, this is the right approach by Bethesda. They should focus on the franchises and the games that matter and the people that being asking for, rather than spiraling out and working on some other passion project that nobody asked for. So I do agree with this direction. I love how the studios are coming together and working together with the same goal in mind, and that could only benefit us as gamers, man. We got the Archangel Nexus here saying, I'm still in shock about id Software and Ninja Theory. We're gonna be talking about id Software too because there's some news out there, and I'll get back to that. But id Software is not as bad as it looks, man. Ninja Theory, they had so much talent, but you can literally waste your talent making something that nobody wants to play, rather than utilizing that talent to make something that's gonna sell, something that's gonna be popular. There's a huge debate around, like, what do these studios do? Do they pursue their passions or they try to make some money? But I believe they should have a balance. They already have the two Senua games. Try something new, bro, that didn't sell that well. This new one actually looks pretty good. I'm actually interested in see how that one plays. But as you know, Senua is a very heavy game and it's not for everybody, dude. We got Kill Walker as well here saying, as far as the World Cup goes, just give it to Messi so half the world will be happy and the other half will be crying. Yeah, yeah, that's gonna be crazy. Man, yeah, yeah. The World Cup is crazy. Jules in the building saying, what's going on? Whoa, Jules. Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vega remake are in the works of Bethesda. Um, they're gonna continue to work on Starfield to update it and make it better. And the Elder Scrolls looks to be going well, according to Todd Howard and Bethesda, and looks like it should be out by next year, within the next 2 years. So that's pretty good. It looks like they're happy about the results and what they're getting from the Elder Scrolls, but we just have to wait and see because it's a massive, massive game, and they really need to uh, take super, super care of this franchise because it's a beloved franchise and things can go sour any minute. The minute that you disrespect the Skyrim community or Fallout community, these people go out there and they're not gonna have a good time. So I just hope that they do right by their fans and that we get an amazing game, bro. That's all that we can ask. So yeah, let me know on that in the comments. Are you excited to play the Fallout remakes and the new Fallout 5 that is in the works? It's in what is it like? He used that word. Like they just setting up the camp to work on it. We got the Archangel Nexus saying, if PlayStation gets their hand on any future Ninja Theory projects, people are gonna go back to acting like they're one of the best studios again, and Sony's gonna weaponize Ninja uh, gating or Ninja Theory. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know, man. Like the Sony PlayStation fanboys were begging literally for Ninja Theory. They were crying about, look at these amazing graphics, but Senua, the second part released on PlayStation 2, and they didn't show up, man. So I think it's a lot of talk. A lot of people are just like talking mad crazy online, but when it's time to support the devs, motherfuckers disappear.
So when it's time to buy the games, when it's time to support the devs and do that shit, motherfuckers disappear.
So that is the funniest thing ever because we got people. It's just one of the topics because a lot of people want to see Game Pass gone, and you guys already know how I feel about Game Pass. I use the shit out of Game Pass. I utilize it to like the only reason I don't play more games on Game Pass is because I don't have the time. But I usually go ahead and download these little games that nobody knows about, or these indie titles, or these new games that drop it. You're like, what the fuck is this? And I try them out to see, and some of them really hit. Some of them, like, for example, I've been playing this game right here, Abyssus, right? It's one of the games that I've been playing on Game Pass. I tried it first for like for a round or two before going to work real quick, and I wasn't feeling it. But then I came back and I was like, let me go ahead and pick up what I left off. And I kept playing and playing, unlocking new items, unlocking new weapons and shit. And I actually enjoyed the shit out of this roguelike shooter that just dropped on Game Pass, dude. And like that, there's so many other games dropping. As you know, Power World is on Game Pass. I've been playing from Game Pass. And if I wanted to buy it, right, I could buy it there, and it's Xbox Play everywhere, and I still get it at a better discount. That is, so I don't really get the hate, the Game Pass hate, but yeah, they've been advocating a lot of people to to destroy Game Pass. And we got a perfect example here. Um Shout out. What is this? Yeah, we got posts like this online, dude, that really grind my gears, man. We got this dude out here saying they want with Game Pass must end. uh I had to go ahead and you know what I mean, like do my thing and cook him and say let's make Game Pass worse. I'm sure that's how Xbox will win the console wars. And stop don't maxing in here. They want on Game Pass. It's not free. Game Pass is not free. You guys are masochists. And the reason why I'm saying that these guys are masochists is because you are, or we are playing for the what you might call it, for the service, right? And this is like similar. So this is why I make these other posts later, because it makes sense. Like when you go and see my next post is funny that I had to do these things because these people are a joke, man. And I'm super sarcastic on Twitter. A lot of people don't get it. A lot of people hate me. But here I am, a picture of Jason try whatever that transform him into a pony. And I say, hear me out. Imagine Netflix, but you have to purchase each show or movie or wait an entire year after release to watch them. That's exactly what Xbox should do with Game Pass if they want to expand their user base. So if you imagine, like, how the fuck are you gonna make a game better when what you call it, when you are making this, how are you gonna make Game Pass better when you're making it worse? How are you gonna bring people over to hop in on Game Pass when you're making it worse? Like, doesn't make any sense to me. What they should do instead is make it better, better price, better value, better games. And that's how people hop in on Game Pass, because I have a lot of PC homies and they be on Game Pass. Like, that's how they play other fucking games. They have Steam. They will buy games on Steam, but when a day one game releases, they go to Game Pass. And believe it or not, Game Pass is not free. They're paying for Game Pass. You know, I am paying for Game Pass. You can grind for these points, but don't get it twisted. Microsoft gets shit when you are browsing the internet and you use the Bing app to search for something to get 5 points. Guess what? Microsoft probably get $5. You know what I mean? And they pay you in points, which, you know what I mean, still good. They're giving you something back, but that doesn't mean they're giving you the greater half. Like, do you guys even know how these companies operate? Do you really think that Microsoft is gonna give you free shit like that, man? Get out of here, man. You know, Game Pass, you pay $22 for Game Pass Ultimate every fucking month. You feel me? Like, if you weren't using Game Pass, and let's say Xbox neutralize Game Pass, and they'd be like, you know what, fuck Game Pass, we're not gonna have Game Pass anymore. Game Pass is crash. We're gonna have people just buy their games. What the fuck you think is gonna happen? Do you really think Xbox is gonna make $20 from you every month? Do you really think so? They're not gonna make that money anymore. And you're probably gonna end up playing less games and spending less money, because I mean, with Game Pass, I'll still buy games at the Xbox store, at the GOG store, at the Epic Game Store, Steam, because I'm smart. I don't be marrying one store and I have to buy all my games at Xbox because yeah, 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 yeah. No, no, no. If I see a game that is at a better price in another store, I'll go get it, because guess what? That's what you do in real life. If you go ahead and go out and buy groceries and you see that meat, and this place is super expensive, and you go to the other place and it's still good quality and it's cheaper, like, are you gonna go for the more expensive meat for no reason? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. People are so realistic when it comes to speaking about games, but I'm super ground to earth. So I understand, and I know that I'm not the only person that operates like this, because the biggest problem with gaming right now is affordability. Look at the price of the games. Look at the price of the consoles and the hardware in general. You know how everything's going up on price, and nobody can explain why. And it's like, why? What happened? What changed? How is this Xbox more expensive now? Just because of some memory? Like, but hold on, like, isn't this Xbox being built like a long time ago already? Like way before that. The same thing with PlayStation, the same thing with graphic cards and shit like that. And it's just like doesn't make sense to me. It's just a matter or problem with the economy that we're facing. Game Pass is making that shit easier for me. I got a budget of $20 that I can spend on gaming a month. If I don't want to, I don't have to use it. If I bought a game like Crimson Desert and I've been playing that game and that game only, I don't need to keep my subscription. I just, you know, leave for the month or two until something else drops. Like that's how you use this shit. And it's not my job to care about, oh, poor Microsoft, they're gonna suffer if I don't subscribe for a month. Like the fuck is that? Like, what are we doing here? This is ridiculous. And the same thing goes with Netflix. If you don't have anything good, I don't have time because I'm super busy, I cancel my subscription. That's it. And it's the best thing ever because like when you go ahead and you put the $20 a game, boom, you got all these games brand new on your Game Pass for you to play. While if you go and buy them, they $70 each. And if you're playing on a console, you still need Game Pass to play online. So you see how it works? What they did was like, okay, we're gonna force you to play for online, like we always done it. But now we're gonna make it a little bit better, so to soften the blow, so it doesn't feel that uncomfortable for you. It's almost like, okay, the day one games are just the lube, so that we can charge you the $20 without you feeling bad. But on other places that charge you $20, they don't give you shit, and they don't complain. They don't say nothing. And then when you're getting the benefits, which by the way, when it comes to gaming, gamers always get the short end of the stick. I don't give a fuck. Listen, back in the day, you would go to GameStop. Like back in the 360 days, I used to have a bunch of freaking like physical copies of games that I used to go ahead and buy and play and then return. And sometimes I would go to GameStop with like 10, 15 games because I was done with them. They don't want them. I wanted to trade them for something else. They give me $15, $20 for 10 games, bro. They ripping you off. You know what I mean? All the time in gaming. When you buy a game on the console and you buy it at $70 and then you see on Steam the same game, it's $50, dude. Don't you feel some type of way about that shit? And I mean, that's what sometimes I say some shit and people get upset, you know. And it's people are like, "Oh, you're not supporting your hobby." No, no, no. I support the hobby more than you do because I do have Game Pass. I play these games because supporting the hobby is not just buying games, buying stuff just for the sake of it. You like the best way, and I keep on saying this: the best way you can support these devs is by playing their games. You know, like these people actually value more active users than copy sold. Because what good is it? Like if you sell all your tickets for your concert and nobody shows up, it's like, yeah, you made the money, but like you singing by your damn self. You get what I'm saying? Don't nobody give a fuck about it for real. Like, nah, man, I show up and I play this shit, man. And it's proof here in my gameplay, and I show you guys clips all the fucking time. And I always on Twitter saying, what the fuck, you guys? Like, where's your gameplay? Where's your gameplay? You guys are content creators, talk about games, but all you do is talk. You never play. You never go live. You never go live to play fucking games. And that's what's happening here. A lot of people are talking and they're not playing. So shut the fuck up. You don't play games like that, bro. If you're not like me, that as passionate as me is about this shit, that I'm at work, I get home, and I like the first thing I do is turn on my Xbox or my computer, even if I'm not gonna use them because I'm gonna shower and I'm gonna do all my things that I have to do in daily. But they're already on. They're ready for me. Like when my day's over, my kid fall asleep, I'm ready to play, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I do other things in life as well. But I'm saying, bro, I'm about that life for real. And everybody who has me here on Xbox, they know I'll be online, bro. You know, I don't be out here, like hiding and shit. No, no, no. I'll be out there playing multiplayer games, putting in work on aim labs, like practicing shit. I don't be goofing around. But a lot of people, just like they just talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. And that's what I'm coming from. I believe that Game Pass is a great value. Now, Game Pass is optional. You don't even need to fucking have Game Pass. You know what I mean? Nobody's telling you to go ahead and get Game Pass. In the same way, it is like gamers, you guys are stupid because you love when they take away options. Options like physical copies. Everybody's crying about physical copies now. Everybody's crying about it now. Guess what? They taking away an option from me. Even though I don't use it like that, I do have some physical games, but I don't be buying physical media like that anymore, you know. But I'm telling you, it's an option that they remove, and an option that even if I don't use it like that, maybe one day I want to fucking buy my own thing, bro. Like, who are you to take that away from me? You feel me? And that's what's happening in the gaming discourse. People talk a lot of shit like, oh, and they want on Game Pass so the Xbox can sell consoles. Who in their right mind thinks that Xbox is gonna sell 50 million fucking consoles next generation? You know what everybody's thinking right now. You know the prices on these consoles are ridiculous. $1,500 consoles. We're talking both PlayStation and Xbox. Like, tell me, they're still gonna charge for online. The game's still gonna run like shit, and they still wanna charge you for playing online. Like, people are thinking, like, what the fuck am I doing with these consoles? Let me go ahead and get a PC or play some other way or emulation or something. People are thinking about alternatives, man, because we being ripped off, man. And it's not me just talking shit. It's just the reality. $70 games, dude. Like this game, bro, that I tried the demo. What is the oh my god, I forgot the name of the game. It's like the Sword Art Online new game type shit. It's called something Rain Car. I tried the demo. I thought it was ass, man. It has some interesting mechanics. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna put it in my wish list. When it drops, I'm gonna buy it. When I look at the price, it's $70. What I play on the demo, I play free to play games that play better than that shit. I was like, you know what? Hell no, I'm not gonna show up for this game. Why? Because I feel ripped off. Now, if the game would have been $45 or something, I would have been okay, bet I might give it a shot. But you're charging $70 for games and then crying about people not buying the games, bro. Like you selling shit, literally, it's shit on a plate full of bugs with a bunch of fucking political agendas that nobody don't give a fuck about. We want to play games to escape reality. And on top of that, you're charging me $70, man. Fuck out of here, dude. The game is dying. And then you're crying, oh, we're facing layoffs, bro. Like you eating shit. You're giving people like learn how to read the room, listen to actual gamers who game, not just the usual pundits without mentioning any names. They're just out there talking about like, oh, this game looks beautiful, more better than how it looks here. Yeah, but how does it play? You guys don't ever talk about gameplay. How the game feels, response. Does it feel smooth? Does your ability feel heavy? Does it feel rewarding when you hit somebody with a sword? Like you guys don't ever talk about that shit. All you talk about is like, oh, my shit goes at 30 FPS. On the Xbox, it's 28 type shit. And it's just like, my goodness, you guys are fighting over 5 FPS, the difference between one console and the other one. 10 pixel difference in graphics and resolution. You guys are ridiculous. You guys are dumb, man. The whole console war shit is done. It's over. That shit is bogus. Like, doesn't even make no sense anymore, bro. And I do love the consoles and all that, but they making it really hard. These companies, both of them, all of them, making it really hard for you to love their shit. So I'm gonna take my wins. I'm gonna take advantage of them Just the same, they're taking advantage of me. Whenever I get a free game on Epic, you're not claiming that shit. Why? Because some developer is gonna be laid off. Like, I don't give a fuck, bro. They're giving that shit for free. Like, who cares? Pick it up. Nobody's playing that shit and nobody's buying that. The reason they give you that shit for free because nobody's buying it like that. That's the fact. Some games, there's so many games out there that a lot of games go under the radar. And this is why you got like some games who are like 3, 4 year old, and people are like, oh shit, this is gas. No, bro, like that's just being gas. You just been playing some other shit. And then, in the middle of everything, you missed out. You didn't see it. I missed out on many games, and I'm on top of this shit. I'm always looking at Steam schedule, what game is dropping, Xbox, PlayStation, everything. I'm always looking at all of that because I'm into it. I live this. And I made some games that I see later on. I was like, I don't even know what that game is. And I asked around people like, oh, you don't know your gaming. Like, bro, like it's just so many games, you know? So I mean, if people want us to buy their games, I believe they should cater to us. Okay. And that's just my opinion. I'm the one consuming your product. Okay. I don't have to care about you. You are the one who wants to sell the product. So this is a very capitalist, but it's the truth. The customer is always right, and we are the customer. So give me the shit how I want it, because that's how shit is. If you want to make money, if you don't want to do it that way, well, fuck off. I'll go get my money, or I'll get my stuff from somewhere else. That's just how it is. It's the reality of the world that we live on. The same thing goes with sales. If your store doesn't have a good sale and Steam is having a sale that lasts for months and super cheap games, like, bro, like where the hell do you think I'm gonna buy my games? At the more expensive store? No way, dude. That's insane. That's stupid. That's dumb. Like, people who know how to manage their money, they don't do shit like that, man. They don't do shit like that. And I'm not the cheapest bastard, but man, like, life is hard. And $70 is literally like, me going out and eating something with my wife, out there, taking our kid to a museum or something. I'm not gonna trade that over a video game, and $20 a month for playing all these games. I know it's renting. Who gives a fuck? Play the game. At the end of the day, you're not gonna fucking look back at these games, bro. My backlog is ever growing. You play a game, move on. You feel me? And yeah, you'll go back, but in what time? Like, all these people with these huge collections, like, why? You don't even play that shit. I get it. You want to keep things, it's yours, nostalgia, yada yada. But what the fuck is the point if you're not gonna play it? That's just the way that I see it. I mean, what I'm trying to say here, man, is that they're trying to take away from us options, and we're fine with it. And we're even asking them to take away more options, like removing day one from Game Pass. Like, fuck is that, man? We're paying for this, you know? They remove Call of Duty. We get it. Too big, too huge, yada yada. I buy it every year anyways. I don't care, right? But if they start removing all the games, like the new Fallouts that are coming out and shit like that, it's like, okay, hold on. What is the plan for Game Pass? And why do I need Game Pass? Because that's the whole point. I don't really get why people go ahead and pay for PS Plus. That, to me, is ridiculous. They don't offer shit. They offer a bunch of old games that you can pick up on Steam for cheap. That's it. Here we get day one, bro. We got it good. And that's why they hate it, because they don't want to see you happy with Game Pass. We eating good on Game Pass. Halo is coming in a couple of weeks, bro. Next week, it's all here. I already pre-ordered my shit. You feel me? I'm already ready to go with Halo as soon as it drops. Then we got what? Then we got Beast of Reincarnation. I know it's $70 game. Then we got Gears. I know there's $70 game. Oh man, like, come on, bro. Stop it. Stop it. Get some help, man. Get some help. It's ridiculous out here. But let me see what chat is saying, man. And we're gonna keep the ball rolling because we got more news on this beautiful Friday. So salute to all of you, man. Um, okay, let me see what I start. Uh Yeah, we're gonna start with Jules. He said the Senua series. I can't wait to dive into. I want to support Ninja Theory as much as I can. I get it, man. Listen, I like I said earlier, they made amazing games. It's just like they don't sell. It is like you have to reevaluate as a studio. If you really want the support of the people, you need to make sure that they want to play, you know? And Senua, sadly, is not one of those games. I know it looks beautiful, but those voices in my ear, like I don't like that shit. That's the main reason why I don't do it. And I know it's for educational purposes, but we're playing a video game, and it's good. When I was going to school and studying psychology, that, like, it was amazing to play it and be like, oh shit, like this is how it actually is. But like, knowing how real that shit is and how crazy it is, like I don't be playing around with that. And that's just, my opinion in the game. Like, some people are more tolerant to auditory stimuli than others, and that's just the way it is. So the Archangel Next is saying, we paying good money for Game Pass. We deserve everything it can get us in return. Facts, man. Facts. Because we paid 20 something. And for some of us who stick around while Game Pass was super expensive, it was almost $30. We did pay that money. We're not getting Game Pass for free. $30 a month. That means that Xbox was getting $30. Like, I did the calculations not too long ago here on a live show with Power Buzz, and I spent about close to $1,500 just on Game Pass since it started, maybe a little bit more. Xbox would have never seen that money from me buying games. I promise you that. So yeah, it's right. It's a little bit more expensive, but you don't feel it as much. That's just the way, and that's the way we live in America. We all know we live month by month here. Game Pass to me is a better deal than Plus. No, to you, no, to the whole world, man. Like, whoever can see that, man, is blind, straight up. Like, way better, which I had Game Pass offerings. Yeah, like, imagine like the new God of War dropping on PS Plus day one, bro. That would be huge for all of you. Imagine games like Astro Ball and Rise for Running dropping on your service day one. I mean, you could argue that it's gonna hurt the sales, but more people will play it for sure. And you get the benefit of playing since you already paying. So I don't really get the outrage. The Game Pass Day One is the best offering in gaming. In my opinion, it is. I just have Essential right now. Um, if Xbox get rid of Game Pass, that's an automatic $5 billion loss, and not $5 billion every year, dude. They getting $5 billion on Game Pass every year. Why do you think PlayStation doesn't stop PS Plus? you know and why do you think they keep on increasing the prices? Because it's free money that they get from these suckers. At least we're getting something back, something out of Xbox. But in the PlayStation side, they're not getting shit, man. We got Eternal D87 in the building. What's good, Poppy? How you doing? Good to have you around. Riot Gaming said GameStop CEO said F Sony and F physical. I don't. He said, bro, this is controversial as hell. Uh, the CEO of GameStop, if you guys don't know, he said he didn't care about physical copies. But GameStop is known to lie in your face and lie about shit, about how they feel all the time. Like, you grown up when you realize that GameStop is the actual enemy. you know, they ripped us off for decades, bro, and now their free money is gone because physical is done. GameStop is screwed. He's saying all of this so he doesn't lose value on the stock market, but the reality is they fucked. Like, GameStop is gonna be a plushie store. That, in fact, like, when you go to GameStop right now, that's all it is. A plushie store with they sell t-shirts, they sell little table games and bullshit. That's what they do. Because I went last time and they play a bunch of they sell a bunch of freaking refurbished consoles, super expensive. I was looking at some of a Nintendo Switch. They were like, what, like $200 for an old ass Nintendo Switch that had fucking human fluids all over, all the shit being used by a family like for years, and then they want to resell it to you for 200. Like, get the fuck out of here, GameStop. Like, straight up. uh Demo, did you hear about the four new storage mediums that exist in lab and prototype setting? I did not hear about that, man. I did not hear about that. Howdy, hookers, and happy the Odyssey Friday. Happy Friday, man. How you doing, Sinceres? Uh, PlayStation began filling the DRM patents in 2012. Then in 2013, they said nobody cares about backwards compatibility. That was your uh, this is they were talking about. They could smell their plant a mile away. Yeah, they made fun of Xbox for killing physical media supposedly, and they're the first one to officially do it. So tell me that's not a bait and switch, man. And they want a generation based on that shit too. I mean, not to mention all the shit that Xbox did, but just saying that played a huge part on what ecosystem people chose back when the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 released. um, Eternal D87 saying, I'm sure the corporations will say the reason why gaming is expensive to make is because it takes too much bandwidth to transfer the memory to a store and console. Man, get out of here. Yeah. That will come out with any excuse. We got Riot Gaming saying 15K games on Steam. You can know all the games. I know the games for everyone. Yeah, that's right, man. You cannot know all the games, and especially on Steam, it's insane. One of the best places to play currently at the moment, straight up. Steam has the best sales, hand down, straight up. PlayStation sells so badly, especially first party. Yeah. Like even on Steam, the PlayStation first party games, like something like Spider Man, like Miles Morales, like still like $50. I'm like, bro, that game is like 7 years old. Um, Like I've been waiting for Forbidden West Complete Edition to come down to a reasonable price. Yeah, right. Good luck, man. Pickles 2026. Yo, demo, what's going on, Bobby? If these new technologies come out soon, Blu-ray is gonna get killed by folio and 3D nanoscale optical disc. 3D nano in lab setting is rumored to hold 200 terabyte of space. Blu-ray will be useless. Blu-ray is useless already, man. And look, I love physical media in the sense that it's a way to preserve your games, and I love how people have the option, right? But the reality is, man, the only real medium who continues to do physical media like that is games. Like when you look at the music, like FYE, all these stores that Sam Ash that used to sell CDs and shit are gone, man. You know, and when it comes to DVDs and stuff, like when it comes to the movies, like nobody cares too much about it. Everybody's streaming for the most part. Majority of the people streaming. I know some people are enthusiastic about watching movies or whatever, but in my opinion, that shit is done, man. That shit is done. We are living in a digital future, and that's the way things are gonna go. Whether you choose to accept it or not, that's just the way it is. Especially these companies because they're saving money and they want to charge you more. The whole thing and situation with the licenses and yada yada. You already know, man. You already know the vibes. These people are just trying to take the piss. They're trying to make more money while screwing up the players. That's basically what these companies are doing. It's quite funny how people that bash Xbox never comes here to talk. Uh, well, but man, the thing is like I don't be playing around, bro, because I know these motherfuckers are fake as hell. That's exactly what it is, and I don't mind when I see a negative news about Xbox. I don't mind that because it's a fact. It's something that is actually happened. But what I hate is when people create these own little rumors that go viral and they're not true. So they're misleading the people. And a lot of people say it's the Xbox fault, and it is to an extent that they're failing when it comes to console sales. um yeah, but the media also contributed to that a lot because they influence people into believing that Xbox is bad, when in fact, in my opinion, Xbox, I mean, you just buy with Game Pass, right? Because let's put it this way. Let's just say that Xbox do things like PlayStation, and they don't have they Game Pass day one. They just charge you for playing online, give you some whatever games in their service. And let's do PlayStation, and they do PS Plus day one, and bro, the situation will be like different right now. You feel me? A lot of people will be like, "Oh man, PlayStation is the best," yada yada, but they don't act the same way with Xbox. They're giving you literally free games, basically, and you are not taking it. The hate goes beyond That's what pissed me off. It's not that they doing a bad new or the Xbox is stepping in the rake. That's that's gonna happen. I'm not mad at that. I'm mad, or not even mad, but I'm just like confused about why people would create these false rumors just to create a negative buzz around Xbox for no reason when Xbox is another option, another way for you to play games, another way to consume your media and the things that you like to do. I mean, it's like me saying, "Oh, I don't like the Nissan, Altima." Okay, bro, like it's another car. Like, what don't you like about it? It takes you from point A to point B. It's the same shit. Okay, I like the BMW better. I like the Mercedes better, but the Nissan Altima will get you around too. You feel me? It's just like so weird that these motherfuckers be acting like that. Eternal D87 saying, just wait and see. We're gonna go backwards in time soon. They're gonna start resurrecting DVDs and VHS. Not gonna happen. Maybe I believe that this was gonna happen. Some private companies are gonna emerge in hopes to save physical media. Let's see how they do. I think some of these companies are gonna start distributing CDs and having their own physical media for certain games. I don't know if PlayStation or Xbox will allow it, but I think this is like how it's gonna be. It's gonna be a more private thing and more like you guys figure it out rather than them doing the hard work basically. Uh, Eternal D87 is like going fucking backwards, but VHS in digital format. Yeah, everything is going digital, just like yesterday. Crunchyroll just confirmed that they're going all in digital. So this confirms Sony isn't backtracking anytime soon. Yeah, Crunchyroll, like I don't know who buys DVDs or consume Crunchyroll in any other way, but it's always been digital. Um, and for the ponies, don't know. Yes, Sony does own Crunchyroll. Yeah, they do. We got D87. I'm glad I got most of my favorite animes on physical real talk. Yeah, but that's the thing. Some things like anime and stuff, you just watch it. I don't know, man. You guys consume media the way you want, but for movies and stuff like that, just watch it once and fucking fire them, forget. That's just the way I feel. I don't feel any attachment towards none of this. Even the video games. And look, what people are scared is about being a month without internet or something, or the apocalypse, the destruction of the world, and then there's no more digital world, no more internet stuff. A lot of people are like scared of that. But if that happens, we're already fried. So who gives a fuck? Human fluids all over the console. Yeah, it's true, man. You go to GameStop, they show you a dusty ass Nintendo Switch, and they want to sell it to you for $200, man. I mean, get that. Come on, man. They taking the piss. GameStop, they taking the piss. There is also synthetic DNA storage petabytes per gram using synthetic DNA encoding as well as 5D glass storage for 360 terabyte foam to second laser etch quartz storage. Sony new Blu-ray was cooked. Yeah, man, the technology is crazy. Oh, oh, did you also hear that you can Uber Eat GameStop? Yeah, they insane, man. They insane for that. But yeah, let's keep going, bro, because I mean we gotta talk about the new Halo Combat Evolve or Campaign Evolve previews. And so far so good. I have a couple of tweets in here that I've bookmarked, and what I mean, yeah, you gotta hear some of these people talk about Halo. Um, Hold up, because I actually let me go ahead and look for the clips that I was looking because all right, there you go. Let me share with you guys some of this Halo gameplay that we're getting, man.
but it's a massive step up for all FPS games because it's one of the most stunning games I have ever played. So Xbox gave me permission to show you guys some of the most iconic locations. Here we have the iconic Truth and Reconciliation mission, which you can barely recognize, even though it's the exact same mission.
It looks
it's
insane.
Just so visually impressive now. The lighting, oh my gosh, I really can't get enough. And then later on in that mission, when you're on the Covenant ship, the detail in this Covenant environment. The detail on these soldiers is so stunning. They all used to look the exact same, and now they're all just a little bit different with just crazy detail. And then moving on to the assault on the control room mission, the way the light reflects off these rocks and this dirt, and then when you look above you, this ice cave, it's just so impressive. I mean, look at the geometry here. Look at the detail and the lighting and the shadows. But 343 Guilty Spark might be one of the missions that has transformed the most. This is truly next level stuff. Look at even the waves ripple in the water when I move through it. And just the lighting on this ship with the fires and the way it reflects. When you come to this location, man, really had my jaw on the floor. This is basically brand new. The ship used to be over here. Now it's crashed into this tree. You can see sparks falling from the Covenant ship. The way the water and the rocks and the level of detail here as the fire slowly engulfs this tree. It is all just next level stuff. And again, one of the best looking FPSs I have ever played.
Okay, so there you have it, man. It's not, it's, it's just people saying that the new Halo looks insane, dude. And I can't wait to play it. Like, I wasn't originally super excited about Halo, this Combat Evolve remake, because I played this game several times, bro. Combat Evolve is one of the games that I play almost every year. And look, I can't wait to go back here and play it again now, because look how different it looks. The level of detail, and it looks like Xbox have really taken Halo into a next level when it comes to visual fidelity. And I hope that the gameplay feels how it looks, right? So I mean, shit, it's crazy. Halo looks insane, dude. Halo looks insane, and I can't wait to see it. Play that shit on max settings, ray tracing on, and everything. That's gonna be fire. Look at that lighting, with the fire and the water. This game is very atmospheric, and I love that in shooters, man. That's something that, like, when the locations and POIs tell you a story, and you don't even have to, like, a perfect game that does this very well is Skyrim. Like, you go around in Skyrim and you look at, stuff that happened, blood on the wall, a bear that's dead, a fighter, or a warrior with an arrow that didn't, whatever. And it's just like it tells you a story. You didn't have to be there to know what happened. And I think this is amazing. And but they cooking, bro. Like, and this is what I'm talking about. When they show the other previews and we're talking shit, the game was a little bit in development still. This is a little bit more like a better build, right? Like a more complete build. But when they first showed this game, a lot of people came out, especially Halo fans, and they hated on it nonstop. They hated on the run that you can run. They hated on the gun. They hated on textures because they were glossy or new or some shit. Like, they were like getting into these minor details that at the end of the day don't give you. You don't really have to care that much. Don't really make or break the game. And now look at the game. Look at it. That's what I'm saying, bro. Let these devs cook. Let them work, and then when it releases, you can judge. You can go ahead and do all your rage bait. By then, people will have their hands on the game, and they would know that you're bullshitting. Basically, the same way they did it with Crimson Desert. People talk shit about Crimson Desert, like, bro, like, have you played this game? like, like, have you actually played this game? Because Crimson Desert is insane. Um, the new Halo does look good. Does look good. Not gonna lie. Microsoft know how to sell a remake on a reasonable price, not like PlayStation. Beautiful. They cook with this game. Uh, Unpopular opinion. But I've been digital for over 25 years. I stopped trusting physical media years ago. Hello. Support for physical media is always betrayed for what's better, leaving us holding junk. I don't know, man. Like, I feel like people should have the right and should have the option for physical media. I think it's a beautiful thing that people take this so seriously. I know I joke about it sometimes about people on the virgin walls and stuff, But it's a beautiful thing to celebrate gaming in that way. It just sucks that they're taking it away from you. Like the option is there. I don't use it. You don't use it, Archangel, but it's there for those who like it. And I think that's when I can't agree with this. That's why I'm so against it, because you're removing an option from the gamers. The same thing if they remove day one from Game Pass, there will be a removing an option for gamers, and it will hurt. It's not because I don't buy games. It's just because I've been playing more games than ever with Game Pass. And only people with Game Pass, only active gamers know what I'm talking about. There is no way that you can tell me that with Game Pass you have not been playing more games than ever and saving money in the process. That's just a reality. There's no other way to look at it. Uh Man, Halo, insane. Can't wait to see. So let's talk about Power because they've been taking the road, man. And look, I don't know if you know this, but they dethroned Counter Strikes for a couple of days off of the Steam charts. So I think that's dope. This game released on Game Pass day one, and thanks to Game Pass, I was able to try this game first, without having to buy it, because it's a high risk, high reward. You see a game that's hot, you buy it, you play it, may or may not like it, you already bought it, right? And with Game Pass, you get the ability to play these games for extended periods of time, fall in love with them. And if you don't like it, well, there's another game dropping next week, right? Or next day. And that's one of the things. That's one of the things that made me fall in love with Game Pass, because it allows you to try games that I thought that I would never try, thought that I would never like, because I always stick to buying. And when you're buying something, you're like, oh shit, I'm buying this. I better like it because I do not want to waste my money. So I'm not gonna spend money on CRPGs, JRPGs, because those are things that I didn't think that I like. But now, thanks to Game Pass, I've been able to experience this type of games, and I'm like, oh shit, I would actually be spend money in one of these games if the money is right, right? If the price is right, and it sort of opened my eyes as a gamer, not solely focusing on the games that I like, but also opening my mind and my palette to try different stuff. And I would never in 100 years go out my way to buy something like Power World, right? Straight up. It's a cozy game with like Pokemon like creatures and shit like that. I didn't think it was cool. I thought it was like a kiddie game, another kiddie game, whatever, underestimated it. And here I am 80 or 90 hours later talking about Power World. And it's just like these games right there, like the formula of everything that you want in a survival game, you know? You got the action, you got the monsters that you tame, you got the enemies, you got different situations, you got weapons, you got progression, you got freedom. You can play this game any way you want. You can be a farmer, you could be, whatever, man. Like you can go out fishing. This game is so vast, and it's totally deserving of what their success. And a lot of people would say that they ripped off Pokemon and all of that. And while I agree that this has some of like a similar concept to Pokemon, this turned out to be a way different game than Pokemon. There's no Pokemon games that can do this shit, bro. The Pokemon games, they were never gonna make anything like this, bro. They were gonna stick to a formula that work, and that's it. And look, Power World tried something different with the same similar concept of catching beasts and taming them. And look at what they got, bro. They're killing shit. It's an amazing game. Look at the gameplay. You can see everything is smooth. You're just playing around, having a good time, killing shit, capturing pals, progressing your base, upgrading your equipment. It's just like such a great pastime, right? Because you can explore, you can take it easy in your base. Sometimes I'm taking a shower or something, I leave my player mining or building something or crafting something. And this game allows me to be idle and still be able to come back to some progress. And I think that's genius, man. And I just fucking love it. It's what's hot right now. If you're not playing Pot World, you're not playing nothing. I'm just keeping it real. This shit is hot. It is the hottest game this week. And at least until Halo, I'll be immersing here, and that's it, man. Let me know out there. You guys playing Power World, bro? Because I've been hooked on this shit for real, for real. Where is our Killer Instinct 2? Yeah. That had to happen, man. Hmm. Killer Instinct has to happen, man. We got Pickles in the house saying, and also I did got GTA 6 on Monday for free. Let's go, man. GTA 6, yeah, I need to pre-purchase that. But pre-purchasing or pre-buying um digital media to me doesn't make any sense. I mean, sometimes they give you a pre-order bonus. When that happens, I pre-order a day or two before. That's it. If I know I'm gonna play a game, and a game like GTA is a must. A game like Call of Duty is a must for me. You know, Call of Duty, GTA. The new Call of Duty looks insane. I don't know if y'all seen some of the gameplay. Some people were complaining about it or some shit, but I think it looks dope. And we got DJ Berto Dos. Dímelo, Bobby. How you doing, man? Good to have you. The Archangel next is saying, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying I'm tired of throwing away unsupported physical media. I used to help my family clean out their VHS and beta collections. At some point, on physical media goes unsupported. I'm gonna be 50 someday soon. I lived through all the physical media you can imagine. All of them found themselves unsupported by Sony most often. I agree with you. The cassette. We started with the vinyl, right? Then we got the cassettes. We had the Walkmans, right? And then we got the CD. And as soon as the CD player came out, the cassette, the Walkman, that was done. The same thing with the CD and now digital. Once the iTunes or the Zoom came out and the Apple, the iPad came out, that's it. The MP3, everything, like that's it. The MP3 killed the CD. Because I remember I used to rock one of those little MP3s, and I used to put all my music in there from LimeWire. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I used to kill PCs with LimeWire, downloading shit. I never pre-ordered digital games. There you go. I never do that. Maybe if they have, like I say, a bonus, I'll do it a couple of days earlier. The Archangel Nexus saying Sony's be making people rebuy the White Album since my bat was young. They betray physical media the most often. That's true. And look, that's how everything is at the moment, man. Let me see what else. I have another. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Let's talk about Eat Software because there's a lot of information out there. So I just want to clarify here that Eat Software is alive, man. Unbelievable. Like we thought Jason Schreier, Zubitex, all these people. Look, I'm gonna share it right here. Let me see. Share my screen. There you go.
We
Check it out.
I'm not saying anything for starts, I'm not saying anything new.
Yeah.
Our team, no, there's been reports that like we've been, you know, nerfed into the ground and gutted, and we have 50 people, and that's not true. We're the size we were when we made Doom 2016, and IdTech is very much alive and well. You have to understand we have IdTech engineers both in Frankfurt and at Machine Games. We collaborate quite a bit, so the IdTech is there, the Doom team is here, and we're excited to work on, to share with you guys more of what we're working on in the future when it is appropriate and approved. But
okay, so here you just watch Hugo Martin, the game director of Doom to Dark Ages Revelation. Of course, he works for Eat Software, and he's telling you that all the reports that you've seen online, they're bullshit. That the studio's not 50 people, they're the same size that they were back when they developed Doom 2016. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah, they faced the layoff. Yes, they're downsized. Yes, they're not as big as they used to, but they're not dead. So why in the hell do gaming journalists, right, like to blow everything out of proportions and create false news? Just say the truth, man. You gain nothing by talking shit. Gain nothing. Like this is like me saying, "Oh shit, PlayStation, they're gonna increase the price of the console just for me to get clicks and shit." When I know it's not true, you know, just to piss people off, bro. And that's not cool, man. That's not good, man. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Each software news bummed me out. What's the deal? Does Xbox still own them? Yes, they do. Xbox still own its software, dude. Who Riot Game. What you're saying that they're not part of Xbox anymore? No, that's Ninja Theory and who else? Who was? But yeah, they're still with Xbox, man. They're not gone. They are alive. They downsize, but they are legacy Microsoft Studio. Why? Yeah, yeah, no, 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 no. They're still part of Xbox. They're not gonna go away. At least not now. At least not the way people are saying. And by the way, Doom the Dark Ages, the DLC Revelations is crazy. A lot of people have been digging the new update. Finally, because you know what it is? I'm gonna tell the truth, man. People talk shit on these games. Okay, they talk shit on these games, but when they see that the game or the studio is gonna die or something, all of a sudden, oh wow, you're killing a great game. No, because these motherfuckers are not playing like that. You know what I mean? And not they're not playing games like that, and that's why. That's why you don't know how cool Doom: The Dark Ages is. Wait, guess what? You didn't play that shit. I did. I streamed it live here. I finished the game. I'm looking forward to the DLC. I just haven't had time to get around it, but yeah, all of the Dooms done with them. I know they're amazing. You say Doom and I'm right there because I'm a shooter. I'm into the shooter shit. You feel me? So I know about this shit. I know the game was dope. It might not be it might not have the same pace that Doom Eternal had. My opinion, Doom Eternal is the greatest Doom of all time. Okay, and that's a very high ceiling. How are you gonna outperform Doom Eternal? Think about it. But this one was a great installment in the series. Doom: The Dark Ages was genius. The way that they portray the Doom guy and the Slayer and the enemies and the boss fights and how you could like take off with riding one of the dragons and shit. That was never seen before. That was one of the reasons everybody was screaming during that Xbox showcase when they showed that. You know what I mean? So I got to experience the whole game, riding on a Titan, riding on a dragon, utilizing all my gadgets and shit. I can tell you this was a well-developed game and it was amazing. It was an amazing experience. It was challenging. It felt right. It felt like, damn, this is like for me. This is a shooter shit guy. I'm telling you, Doom was dope. Dark Ages. Like, but listen, since it was developed by Xbox, all the media came out with the negativity. Now the studio faced layoffs because the game didn't do as well. Everybody's back online. Oh, dude, the Dark Age is the best game ever. Shut the fuck up. Straight up. Shut the fuck up because when the game was hot, you wasn't here telling it was good. You were saying that it was woke. You were saying that the Doom guy didn't look like the Doom guy. You would complain about the armor. You would complain about like, oh shit, the movement, about the speed of the game, even though they gave you all the tools for you to change the speed of the game. Like Doom, bro, it was a perfect game in the sense that you didn't like it because it was too slow for you. You could increase the speed. You didn't like it because the enemies would take a long time to hit you or something. You can increase the aggressiveness of the NPCs. You could have tweaked the game to do whatever the fuck you wanted, man. They gave you that much freedom. You guys don't give a fuck. You guys didn't play. Guess what? I did. I know. I appreciated Doom since it released. It was amazing. So there you have it, man. You don't know what you have until you lose it. And that's a reality that we have to face today. So when the next game comes out, be quiet. Play it for real. If you haven't played the game, you have no right whatsoever to talk about the game. That should be rule number one. Like, I don't really get people saying this game is going to be ass. What the fuck do you know? You can talk about elements in the game that you might not like. Like, for example, in God of War, I don't like that it's not Kratos and it's the Lafe or Lafea guy or girl, whatever. I don't like that. I wanted Kratos. I could talk about that, but I'm in no way, shape, or form I'm gonna say the game looks bad or the game plays awful. Like the fuck, I haven't played, and it looked incredible. It looks like a fucking waste of fucking time. That's what it looks like. It looks like a waste of fucking time. It looks like they could have done something amazing with Kratos and they threw it. Basically, And that's why you get mad about this shit because you're passionate about this shit. You've been looking forward to the shit. But when it comes to gameplay and how the game is and all of that, bro, like you can talk shit. Power Boss, he's late, he says. Shout out to him. Hop in, bro. We got a good half an hour to kill here. We've been talking about Doom to Dark Ages and stuff, and each software not being completely gone, like we were hearing these reports. Um, and that's just how it is, man. It's just a lot of fake motherfuckers up in this shit, man, talking about gaming. And you go on your Twitter feed and you see somebody like who say like Game Pass Day One shouldn't exist. Like that dude is an asshole, bro. That dude is like he has a brain of the size of a peanut, And it's the same dude who would go ahead and say, "Oh, they removing physical media. Why they do that?" Like, bro, you literally asking options to be removed from you because you want to save Xbox that don't need any saving, by the way, owned by a multi-trillion dollar company. Xbox don't need any saving. We don't need to fix Xbox. We don't need to save PlayStation. We don't need to fix none of this shit because first off, it's not our job. Second of all, they got people who get paid for that shit, so they better figure it out. We just need to be treated right, and we'll be right there, fam. You treat me right, I'm there. That's why I'm so good with Xbox. That's why I'm happy with them. Besides people talking shit about consoles, I don't care about none of that shit. I care about the games. Are the games coming out? Am I getting a good deal? Yeah. Are the games good? Yeah. Like that's what I care about. I don't care about none of this other bullshit that people talk about online about the industry, so deep in the industry. Like, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. We care about the games. We talk games in this house, like Archangel says. And the house always wins, right? Shout out to Archangel. But that's true, man. Doom to Dark Ages was dope. And I said it from the get-go that it was amazing. And people said that it was shit. They gave the game bad reputation online. People didn't buy. The studio was downsized as the result, right? And now people are going back saying, "Oh my God, Doom is the shit," because the studio is gonna get fucking cooked. You guys are phonies, fakes. You guys don't deserve to have any followers and shit because you guys are fake. You weren't here, bro. You weren't here. You weren't here for it. You guys be talking shit about games like it doesn't matter. No, this game is ass. They love to talk negative about games. Shut the fuck up. You haven't even played this shit. Let the communities talk about the game. You're not part of the community because you don't play these games. You're just somebody online who probably doesn't even have a console and have a couple of followers because you talk some shit and the algorithm love it. That's it. That's basically it. He said, Archangel Lex is saying, I still feel like Ninja Gaiden deserves to be an Xbox IP. It wasn't the OG Duke Xbox. Everyone I knew played there, and it's more dangerous out in the wild with Sony than it will be on their Xbox. Listen, Ninja Gaiden, another game that was dope as fuck. People talk shit about it. This Ninja Gaiden is as good as the other one. This Ninja Gaiden no sé qué cosa. Like, bro, like enjoy what you have, bro. You don't need to be compared. Like, there's some games that you never gonna surpass. We talk about Doom Eternal. It's gonna be extremely hard for each software to outdo themselves. Okay, GTA, yeah, GTA is gonna be extremely hard for Rockstar to outdo themselves again because they do it every single time. It's gonna be hard. There's gonna be comparisons. There's gonna be people saying and telling you that GTA 5 is better than GTA 6 instead of just going ahead and playing the damn game. This is a different game. Don't need to compare. You feel me? And the same thing goes on and on and on and on with these people that only feed in negativity. Okay. And like I said before, I don't care about, people reporting negative news. If it is a fact, yeah, we need to know. But when you create these false rumors, then you look at them and you're like, who created this shit? Some AI bullshit. That's literally all that is, man. Howdy hookahs and happy the Odyssey Friday, man. How's it going, dude? Desire beasted and destroyed Doom on the toughest difficulty while hanging upside down on the water. Shout out to Desire. Holy shit. Hey, we got the boss.
Now I'm here.
Yeah. What level
Sorry
are you
about
on
that.
Power World before we start talking?
47.
Look at you, no life, motherfucker. Coming out here as a level 50. I actually hit level 50
Nice.
because I did what you told me about, like increasing the rate that you
Mhm.
get the XP. And since I've been playing by myself, yeah, I do have a couple of homies who be hopping in my role here and there. But I kind of want to like set them up and share with weapons and all that, so they don't have to do it. So I've been farming heavily.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
been going around collecting the flight points, and uh, I haven't caught too many. I do have a good few things, but I kind of did a little cheat because at the top of the menu there's the global PAL box. So I brought some of my pals from my other save games, and I deleted all my save games and I started fresh completely. Uh, but I have a few that I shouldn't have at this moment, but it doesn't count towards your catch rate. But I still get to use them in my base and fighting with me. So I have a little bit of pals that I shouldn't have at this point, but uh, right now I just got an undershirt for flame level 3, and my armor is the refined metal cold resistant. So like only the extreme amounts of cold will bother me. And then I'm going down to the volcano so I can set up my permanent base, and then
That's what you're gonna do
I
yours in the volcano.
one of them. I like setting up on the nice big flat land of the Anubis statue that's down there, the waterfall.
Right. I actually did one by the first area,
Mm,
and the
most people
other one
do,
is like by the volcano, and that one is where I mine for what is it, sulfur.
but I did the first 2 towers so far, and I'm ready to find the porter and do the third.
Yeah.
I'll
How,
probably over
bro?
level
Because
for
I've been
it.
I've been trying to upgrade my base, and how long till you were able to do more than two bases?
You can do your second base,
No, but
I
I'm talking about the third. I got the
think.
second. Talking about the third. Yeah. The second one is fairly easy. I'm talking about the third
Yeah.
base. It takes a long time, right?
Um.
Because I'm level 50, and well, I'll still have to do the. I've been struggling with the
Well,
call.
your base level is different than your character level.
Yeah.
I
But
have to build the summoning altar for mine. I think a level or two after where I'm at is where you can get your third
oh,
base.
you're way
But
more
I
advanced
also,
because I haven't done that.
have my bases turned up that I can have 10, so it might condense it a little bit.
Yeah.
I
All right,
usually have
fam.
about 4
So
bases.
so I don't know if you seen the clip about each software and Hugo Martin, the game director, talking about how they downsize each software, but they're still the same around the same size as they were when
Yes.
they released Doom 2016.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a bunch of fake reports about it, and we're just talking about it here, man. So how
All,
you feel
all of
about that,
the
man? The
all
fake
of
news.
the quote unquote bloody Monday that everybody was looking for was a bunch of fooey bluey.
Bullshit. Yep.
I mean, the layoffs, yeah, suck, but uh, it was it could have been much worse, especially with what everybody was talking about, what it was going to be. Talking about, oh, 5 studios are going to close, everybody's going to be gutted, it's going to be reduced to a support studio. No, none of that happened. None of that happened. People got let go. Yeah, it sucks. And
Yeah.
we probably lost a lot of good people in the industry, sure. But no studios closed, no game was canceled. It got reduced to by 139 people, I think it was, or 136 people, something like that. And everybody was saying, "Oh, it's a support studio now," and then they came out and made a statement saying, "Oh, actually, we're the same size that we are now that we were when we launched Doom 2016."
Right.
Um, they can still do everything that they've always been known to do, releasing great games constantly. The only thing that I found confusing about the whole thing was id was given a franchise that they normally weren't known for.
Right.
Because they're known for Doom and Quake.
Doom and Quake, yeah.
And they recently came out working with Machine Games on indie. They did
yeah, because they've been doing a lot of like work. They work on Halo too.
Yeah.
They work on Halo Infinite.
exactly.
So
And then they were given I thought it was one of the Bethesda IPs. I'd have to read the statement again. But and then Obsidian getting switched from Avowed 2 to another Fallout. We don't know if it's a new one, a sequel, a remake, or a remaster, or whatever.
that was
And
the
then-
beginning of the show. We're talking
Yeah.
about all of, because I don't know if you know about the new Bethesda situation. So
I heard something about how Asha was supposedly talking to Todd Howard, and Todd Howard didn't look happy. Asha was smiling, and something about how Todd has been refusing to use Bethesda to make or to let Obsidian do another
Fallout.
Fallout New Vegas style game, which
Okay,
I think is
so-
absolutely stupid.
So basically, we went through the whole thing. Is a Bethesda statement, a roadmap of what they're working on. So they're working on the Fallout New Vegas remake.
Which we had predicted for a while.
They're working on the Fallout 3 as well. Okay, they're working on
So they're
Fallout
both-
5, but they are prioritizing Skyrim. I mean, the
Yep, Elder Scrolls 6. Yep.
okay, and they will continue to work on Fallout 76 and all of that shit. So
Which is a
basically,
live service, so it's understandable.
they are focusing more on Fallout and Elder Scrolls, which is what we originally wanted to do. Okay,
Mhm.
and then Obsidian is teaming up with them with a new Fallout game that we don't know what it's gonna be like. So it could be very different. It could be like whatever. And then they have a DLC for Fallout 76 that's coming. That is a prequel to Fallout 3. So I think Fallout 3 is gonna be the first game coming out. The Fallout 3 remake is gonna be the first coming out.
Let's face it. If they do a remake or a remaster of 3 and or New Vegas, those are going to be the easiest things for them to push out. Okay,
That's gonna sell like crazy.
The entire engine is the only thing that they have to revamp. They can update the graphics just like they did with Oblivion, and do a dual engine approach with the creation kit, and update all the graphics and go from there. And the work is all done. They just have to make small changes here and there.
Yeah.
From there, we know that after Starfield release, that Bethesda was going to release Elder Scrolls 6 as their next main line, because it's been that much longer for Elder Scrolls than it was for Fallout. Because Fallout came out 11 years ago, Skyrim was 15. And we knew that much. Aside from Starfield being supported for 10 years, they are still making DLC for Starfield. We don't know what, we don't know when. So it's just back and forth with Bethesda. And then we don't know where Obsidian is going to take this either new or sequel spin-off game that they've been granted. So we don't know if it's going to be New Vegas 2 or some complete new entry like New Vegas, that's a spin-off title that is another half title in between one of the mainline games.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. I've never played New Vegas. It's hailed as one of the greatest Fallouts. That's fine. I will go play it eventually at some point.
Just wait for the remake, man. I tried recently to play, and the game is like aged terribly. Just like Fallout 3. Oh my god, Fallout 3 is like.
I have no problem playing originals. I grew up on old school, so it's just what it is. But I have no problem. Like Assassin's Creed Black Flag recently just released Resynced, and from what I'm seeing, it's like $90 worth of DLC day one.
Yeah.
And Yeah, it's
No,
all
they cooking. They
cosmetic,
cooking. They cooking.
but I mean, come on.
Yeah, but they cook
And
with
the
the
graphics
remake.
look great. The
Yeah.
graphics look great. I'll admit that. And they did change some traversal mechanics and fighting mechanics, I think, for the better. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. Uh,
Yeah,
but
I have a friend who bought it. He was like, is a huge fan of Assassin's Creed,
mhm,
and I am too. But I consider myself an Ezio Auditore saga
fair.
fan more than anything. But Black Flag is one of my favorite ones, straight up.
I have bought Black Flag, and I've only ever beaten the first level of it. But I have the original from the 360 era. I got the collector's edition with all the DLC. I got the season pass for it and everything. And I think I burnt myself out after playing 3 so much. And I do have the Ezio Auditore collection. And I don't know. I just went to other games and never went back to it. But I do
Yeah,
have it. And I
those
can
are
still play it.
yeah,
So,
those are good games to revisit. But
and because
well,
it's on Ubisoft, I can play the new Resync just as fine as well. So
yeah,
I'm not missing out. I can play it. I've just been having fun playing other things. It's not saying
yeah,
I don't like it. I do like it. And I think
yeah.
it's one of the best ship combats that has ever been in a video game as
Oh
far
yeah,
as,
that's one thing. Now I'm glad that
yeah.
you mentioned that because my friend, he told me that was one of the features that impacted
Hmm.
him the most about the remake was the chip combat and how much better they made it. So I do believe that
Yeah.
Ubisoft, thank God they have it here, and a lot of people have been talking about these games
Hmm.
greatly online, right? So I'm happy to hear that, man, because Assassin's Creed
I will
as a
go back.
franchise should survive because it's
I will go
legendary.
back and try it eventually. I
Yeah,
will.
yeah,
It's
for
just
sure.
like I said, too many games. I've been playing Subnautica 2, I've been playing Power World. Uh, I'm
I
trying to
think
get my
you're some
computer back so I
Nautica
can play
too.
other
Yeah,
games.
yeah,
I'm in the end
yeah.
game of Subnautica 2.
I haven't been playing some Nautica too.
I'm
Uh,
doing things across the void, and uh, basically, there's an alien power plant that I'm trying to repair. I'll leave it at
mm,
that.
okay, so I don't know if you know, but there's a new update for Once Human, and they introduce a
Hmm.
first-person perspective. The game is coming to console soon.
Yep.
So for all of those who don't know what Once Human is, I'll show you a tiny clip
I believe
that
this
I
is the
uploaded.
third game, the third
What?
Once Human game.
No, I mean, I think there's only one. I mean, at least the ones that I know. Shit, I don't
I don't
really
know.
be. Yeah, yeah, but you see, no man. Well, let me see if I find it, dog.
Mhm. No worries.
I'm always posting shit. So yeah, here it is. I got it.
Okay.
So once humans basically like Power, but for grown-ups. Okay, so you got your AK-47, and now they added the first perspective. They had the Doom shotgun as well, bats, and you can create your own world, and it's a beautiful world. This game looks so pretty, it's so nice. Um, and yeah, you fight zombies and you fight anomalies and there's bosses. It's similar to Power World, and you can they have these things. I forgot the name of it. What they call them? They call them like souls or something, and you can keep them in your base. You see, you can keep them farming, similar to Power World type shit, and it's free to play as well. So very interesting. It's coming to consoles as well. And it just like it looks beautiful. They added so many updates. And what I love about this game that Power Road should have is like it's a constant server. So even though I'm not in my base, my homeboy can log in and go work in my base while I'm gone. So we're both working on the same thing. So Power World, I mean, Grounded
Well,
does
you
the
can
same
do
thing.
that with a dedicated server with Power
Yeah,
World
but you
too.
have to pay. You have to pay for it.
Well, unless you run it off your computer, but that takes a little bit of
Yeah,
trickiness to do. But yeah,
it's
yeah.
like $10 a month or something. But here it's free. You just log in into the server, public server, and you
I mean,
keep
you can
your
even run Minecraft servers for free off your computer too. But it's neither here nor there. The
I don't
servers
know how
aren't
to do
expensive.
that. You need to teach me because I want to do that with Power Roll, but because like it's hard to coincide everybody at the same time working in the same world,
Yeah, yeah,
right? and this is a game
No, no, I
that
get you.
takes a lot of time. So it'll be that's my only gripe about Power, right? That should have been better, easier, right? But other than that, I've been enjoying the game, and this is a banger here too. Can't wait to get into it too.
Yeah.
Dragon
See, it doesn't
Wilds,
look bad. I
Runescape,
might give it a try.
yeah, Runescape, Dragon Wilds, whatever. They also had a new update, and it's fucking banging too. Like this survival genre is really taking over,
Mhm.
and I feel like it's like wow, like in games like Rust, right? They brought the multiplayer aspect of it.
Ever
Uh,
since all the way back in like Ark when it first came out.
yeah, Ark is
You
another
know,
one,
survival
but
crafting with dinos, and then they added robot dinos, and now all these similar games have come out since.
yeah, I don't really play Ark that much. Like, I remember last time, and I was telling one of my homies that actually plays hardcore in that shit. I don't play because one time I dropped in the map, right? Check it out, Power Bus. I'm picking up rocks, doing the tutorial, and I seen a T Rex. And I'm like, oh shit, I hope he didn't see me. I hide behind a rock, and the T-Rex came around and got me, bro. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I just like spawned. Like, how do you get killed? Like 5 minutes into spawning, you like, this is how you guys play this shit. Like, fuck this. So I left and never came back. I need to go ahead and give it another shot, but I heard great things about it,
It's
except
definitely a learning
performance.
curve early on.
I heard the performance in this game is crazy. It's super bad. So
It's gotten better over time.
it's gotten better over time. I have to check it out. Last time
There
the last
are a
time I
lot of good
tried.
mods for it too.
Yeah. All right. So about that, I don't know if you've seen talking about Call of Duty, because I've been playing in the background his Modern Warfare 2019 campaign gameplay. Man, do you see the gameplay of the new gameplay thing on Call of Duty? That shit look insane. Let me see if I found it, man. Oh man. Let me see. Holy crap. Because it's looking great, man. Let me see if I find that clip. Oh, and they added they gotta do this too, dude. Because they added a new Aston Martin car. I don't know. It looks insane. They should add this shit to Forza instead, though. Look at this. Insane
You never
car.
know; they still could.
Yeah, I think they should. Look at this Aston Martin. He gives me like Mustang, like vibes and Mad Max type shit. Look at this shit, man. Fire looks nice. I like that truck. Yeah, they should bring it over to whatchamacallit, to hold on, to Forza. But here it is. I found it, bro.
I agree.
Finally. Yeah, they should bring it to Forza as well. So this is a new Call of Duty gameplay, man. Look at this thing. Look at these animations, Bobby. Oh my god, it cooked. Man, that I don't know about you, bro, but that shit that look lit. I'm excited for this one. I can't wait to get
There's
into the
definitely
multiplayer. This-
a lot of debris and things going around that makes it look
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, it looks like very atmospheric, right? This time around, you see how he shot the guy and the blood was on the wall?
Yeah, I think that's
That
good.
was fucking crazy. The Akimbo guns go hard.
Right.
It, it looks like they reworked the game quite a bit, and the graphics look insane, man. Super, super, super excited to see this one. I'm gonna be playing this shit. You already know. But you see, it looks like you have a sort of like an attachment so you can use your gun faster, right? And shoot like that sideways. But I
That was
don't know,
always a
man.
thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that was an attachment back in the day, but they brought it back. So man, fire, bro. Looking forward to Call of Duty. You already know I'm a Call of Duty hit. There's so many games to play, Power Boss. It's insane. I downloaded also Neverness to Everness, NTE. That is insane. It's almost like a GTA, right? Anime style. incredible.
Yeah, I've been seeing you on that a couple bit.
Yeah, but I only play like a 1 hour or two. I haven't really advanced too much because I actually want to like enjoy my time with the game, take my time, right? We also, I mean, I've been playing Nino Kuni 2 as well, a little bit. Uh, like I said last week, I'm into the RPG era right now because I'm trying to learn more from the genre, you know. But other than that, Scarlet Nexus, re-downloaded Battlefield and checked the latest update, and it actually surprised me. I didn't expect it to be so good, but it's actually pretty good. The newest update. There's still a lot of things that I don't like about the game, of course, but I think they cooked. I think they can continue to improve that game. Of course, I've been playing Power World, Scarlet Nexus, Wuthering Waves. I downloaded through Game Pass because you have to you now get
I
free
haven't
stuff.
downloaded. I haven't started it yet myself.
And the one that I need to get to is the what is it? The other Chinese game that is like an MMO. Um, Win something. The Wins. Uh,
Where winds meet.
yeah, that one. I need to get it on
Yeah, yeah.
Xbox because
I
they
got that
give
one
you a
too.
bunch of stuff, and I do have it on Steam. You know, I do. But I would love for it because in that game is so vast that I'm pretty sure if I log in right now, I forget what I was doing and how to play the game completely. Because it's like I said, this is the type of game that you have to play for months and then you like finish everything that the game has to offer. That you go back in a couple of months and update and stuff like that. That's how you play it. But I do want to start a new playthrough on the Xbox so that I can, see what the fuck is going on because I always get lost in these games, bro. There's so much content. So yeah, that's basically is what I've been up to. This weekend for sure, I'm gonna be playing Power Roll. I think that's the game for this weekend, and um then Halo when it drops because I already got my premium upgrade ready and waiting. I don't know if you've seen Power Boss before I go the new Halo clip that is going around that they're taking a look at everything, all the details and stuff. That should look crazy, man. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I'm still skeptical about everything with this new Halo campaign evolved. Um, I don't know. As much as I love Halo, I'm just not feeling it.
You're not feeling it this
Five
time around?
Guardians and Infinite, left a bad taste for good reasons in most people's mouths. And
Mm.
switching from the Slipspace engine to Unreal Engine, I don't think is a good move. And yeah, everything that I've been seeing about the game moving forward has been looking better every time they show the game, but I don't think that the changes that they're making are meaningful enough to warrant another play through the game. I might, on a bored whim, play through the campaign since it's a single player experience only anyway. But with so many games that I have to play, I can play for hours on Power World alone, and that's not including everything else that's still yet to come out. We got Gears E-Day coming out soon, which that I'm actually worried about. It might get the Doom Dark Ages treatment
Yeah. Um, I
because it
absolutely.
has force ray tracing. If you didn't know,
Royal. I think
so I'm worried about it.
the thing with Gears of War is mainly what I'm more concerned is about the multiplayer. That's my biggest concern with Gears because of how punishing the multiplayer might be for newer players. And now gaming, bro, these new generations built different. These motherfuckers don't like to sweat. These motherfuckers don't like to struggle. They don't like the high skill ceilings. They like everything easy. If they die twice in a row, they quit the game. They're like, oh, this is not for me. So I mean, and Gears is gonna be really, really hardcore and punishing. So I don't think these motherfuckers be ready for that. I know I am because the way that I was brought up and the way that I am and a competitive, scene. But these guys, man, I don't see him, getting hooked on Gears like I am learning all the new mechanics. In fact, like this is why I feel this way because people complain about wall bouncing in the game because he takes a lot of work to learn. And that right there tells you everything that you need to know. Like these people want an easy game that they can master instead of having a game that it takes you a long time to master so that you can reap the rewards once you master the game. And then now you feel super powerful. Nobody can fuck with you. Why? Because you took your time, you mastered the game. It's not just because you were good at it, at shooting. No, you have to master the game. And I appreciate shit like that. But this new generation, man, man, these guys don't build like that. And, they don't like to lose. That's why everything has now like a way of making you feel like you're winning, even if you're not. Like squad score and shit like that, like kill streaks are not about kills anymore. It's about like capturing flags, and that's how you get your kill streak. All this weak ass shit that needs to go in these video games and bring back the tenacity,
I
the
mean, High
hardcore
Guard was a
aspect.
perfect example. It had how many different things in the one game mode, and it could have been so much more successful if they just split them out because it had
Mhm.
Fortnite mechanics where you mined, it had shop mechanics where you can buy, it had
Yeah,
killing other opponents, which is just a straight arena battle royale. It had
right.
base attacks and defense. It had time limits. It had a super overpowered sword. I mean, it's just too much all in one match, and the maps were
Exactly.
extremely large for two small teams.
Not to mention the people weren't rocking with the characters in
And the
order for
characters
them
could
to
have used some
to
design
to
too.
to get invested in a world or in a game like that. That's not the case with Gears. But like I said, what worries me
Yeah.
about Gears is how the multiplayer might be too hardcore for these weaklings. And
I mean, it's
that's
you're
just
gonna
how it
always
is.
have a journalist or some people that are gonna complain like that, especially people that are just jumping into Gears for the first time that don't know about the old school, and you know that everybody who is old school, they're gonna learn those new mechanics, and they're just gonna take off flying with the skill ceilings.
Yeah. Honestly, man, but I'm excited because I am one of the people who are gonna stick with the game throughout the life cycle. I'm gonna be playing, I'm gonna be learning it. God knows, maybe I don't like it because it's too easy and it doesn't have the wall bouncing shit that I like to get on an empty map and wall bounce my way up and down. Just doing that while what I was talking in the podcast back when I was doing the ceremony and doodle, right? That's what I used to do. I used to get on Gears, give me a couple of bucks, practice my wall bouncing, show is over, hop online, wreck shit. That's what I used to do. But I don't know, like if the game doesn't have that anymore for me, and that doesn't push me to learn the game that way, then it's gonna feel kind of empty. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna feel the same way for Gears fans. Okay, because we are all hardcore. Like there's Gear people who are playing Gears of War 2 at the moment. Because I don't know if you know, but there's a new mod on Nexus, I think, that they remastered Gears 2. There's one for Gears 3, and Reloaded is out, so they didn't have to do that. But man, like that's just my gripe with the game, right? I'm concerned about the multiplayer and how many people are gonna bite, and not only bite, but continue to shoot after, continue to enjoy the game. It might be
Continue to
uh,
rock with, yeah.
right. It might be a thing that people are gonna, come into the game in masses at the beginning because of the story, and everybody's intrigued to see where how everything started, and the beginnings of Marcus and Dom, and how their friendship grew to become one of the most iconic friendships in video game history, right? So, but then after that is done, then that's what I
Actually,
said
if I'm not mistaken, it doesn't show that either because it starts after they already got out before
before
E-Day
before the war. Yeah,
happens
yeah.
and they get pulled back in. So I think they've still already been established. We have to see where it starts, obviously. But I don't think we actually get to learn how they, get each other's
They
backs. There
be
might be
buddies.
some
Yeah.
flashbacks.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully there's some flashback. I would like to see the war against humans, how they were doing it, against each other, because that's interesting as well. They were using different weaponry, they were using different tactics and different gear and all of that. So that would be an interesting part of the game. But like I said, multiplayer, big concern. Players might bite, but not shoot and swallow. That's just how I'm gonna put it. Uh let's see. Also, the coalition, we gotta hold them accountable. Give us good seasons, give us good cosmetics, a good progression system, all these things, good network, new good performance online, a fair game with balanced weapons, yada yada. This is all up for the coalition. They have to deliver this. I mean, the game is not even out yet, so they need to deliver on these aspects. So that's my concern with Halo, and with Gears, but Halo doesn't have that concern because they didn't even do the multiplayer for good reason. Multiplayer on CE wasn't such a big deal as it was on Halo 2 and 3. That's when he actually peaked the Halo multiplayer. So, man, that's it for today.
There's a lot more things about Halo CE that I'm also not liking, but that's just only one of my gripes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but we're gonna end the show here, man, because I do have to go out with the family, and let me see if I can enjoy this beautiful Friday, because this summer for some reason feels so nice, man. It feels so good, and I can't wait to go out, do something, and then come back home and get immersed in Power World. You know what I mean? Hang out with the buddies. I'm gonna send you an invite to my world, Powerball. Maybe you can hold me a little bit or something. If you wanna hop in. But like, I'm trying to whatchamacallit, to create the basics so that we can start raiding and going to places that are fighting bosses. So I'm trying to get all my weaponry, all my gear. That's basically what I'm working on. I'm not doing so much of the story. I think that I fought like the second boss or the third boss yesterday, so I'm not pushing it too far that way. But I do feel like I need to progress my story in order to find these other resources that I'm been missing to build some of the you know the some of the structures that I need to build. So yeah, now my next
Thankfully,
steps.
everything like the coal nodes and the sulfur nodes, you can eventually build an in-base resource to gather it. So you only have to go out and gather it maybe once or twice, and then you can build it in your base, and you never have to go out and get it again. So that's a good thing.
Exactly.
But you have
That's
to
a
get
good
the
thing.
ancient technology points to unlock those nodes to be able to do so.
Yeah, so that's what I'm looking for. I might have like a coal mining thing, and hopefully I can set it up that way. I don't have to go all the way to the other side of the map to get coal, because I mean, like you say, you have to progress a story in order for you to get to these areas that have the resources that you need in order for you to continue to to improve and better your equipment. So I mean, but it's fun, bro. Even if I'm just farming, and I was talking to chat earlier, and I was telling him sometimes I'll go take a shower, I leave my character farming. So for some, so that right there is really good, man. Really good. I'm in love with the Power Roll, actually. Super, super, super cool game, man.
I've only gotten a handful of the new pals since the 1.0 release, so I'm really looking forward. I got the swordfish that they showed in the trailer. That thing is massively strong.
Bro,
I'll put it this way: I got the level 2 katana sword thing.
oh, okay.
The attack does about 260 damage. When you do the swordfish with his special ability, the partner skill type thing, and he turns into a sword for you, his attack power is 2600.
Holy shit, that's insane. That's one hit.
And he swings as fast as a katana, which is the level 3 melee weapon.
Oh, quick tip. Do you know about the daydream?
Yes.
That you can keep him around.
They changed it.
And
They changed it.
And they don't kill the power?
Yeah, they changed it.
They changed it? They patched it?
Well, it used to always come out and hang around you once you built the harness, and if you had up to all 6 of them in your party, they would just all be out at once. Or you'd have 5 of them and one other strong pal, like something to fly or ride on, and the other 5 would still be flying around. They used to not kill things. They used to kill things when they were out. Now that's a change that they've made, that it no longer kills things.
Yeah, so they're the perfect team to go paw hunting. Because you can have them do.
There's also a
sword
from one of the collabs that they did, where when you have it equipped or just have it on you, it's got like 6 of them like floating around your back, and as you attack with, like, say, a pistol, all of them will just keep swinging
Yeah,
out
I
and
seen
unlocking.
that. That's crazy. I
Yeah.
seen the clip online.
So that's another good way of doing it too.
Dude, no, it was a funny clip, bro. I should have bookmarked it to show you guys. But the dude was just fighting this huge helicopter, level 60 or some shit, with the what is it, the little lamb? The little lamb paw. So it was using it as a
Lamb ball,
shield.
yeah.
Yeah, lamb ball. And it was like, just me and my Paul in the mission. And so it was a funny clip. All right, man. Pleasure talking to you, Paul Buzz, as usual. Hopefully I see you in Paul World, man. And hopefully I see you guys too, man. And shout out to chat. Shout out to all of you. Y'all been great today, man. Appreciate you coming here even after I was absent last week because I had shit to do with the family. But we're back at it again, bro. Back to regular schedule. I can't wait. Can't wait to see what gaming brings in the future. It's exciting. It's kind of fucked up, but it's exciting at the same time, right? We're living in fucked up / exciting times. That's the way that I would describe it. But yeah, you guys, I'll see you on the next one. It's your boy, Devil Flow, checking out. Let's get. Yeah, Ra, yo, Chico, boy, Ra, hey, Devil Flow Gaming. Boom, boom, boom. I'm back. Ra, ra, boom, boom, boom. Listen, yo, Chico in the house, papi. Woo. Dale. Yeah. Ponies over here, ponies over there. Yeah. Ponies over here, ponies over there. Yeah. Ponies over here, ponies over there. Yeah. Ponies over there, yeah. Ponies over there, yeah. Ponies over here, ponies over there, ponies over here, ponies over there, ponies over here, ponies over there, ponies over there, ponies over there, ponies over here, ponies over there. I smell caca, ponies everywhere. They don't play no games, only do their console sales. It's because ponies ain't got shit to tell. Ask about the best, but I haven't played. That's what I hear the ponies tell me every day. Ponies be so silly, but I had no pity. They dissed us for the decade, but now Xbox leady. Now they got no games, karma is so weird. You wish that on Xbox you even volunteer. Instead of play with Smith, filled with PC ports, third-party games saying you're your pony love. Waiting for Forza that's almost 5 years old. Copying for remasters, damn that shit is cold. Do it for the plastic and all the pony blow. That's why Sony got you spending all your dough.